Look how the lower body stalls and look how I get stuck on the inside. That's a crap golf swing, because then we're stuck and we come over the top. We don't want that. So it's a sensation of surfing, of moving, but I'm not tilting up. I'm not trying to lift the ball. I'm not spinning over the top. 3 golf swing tips that are going to give you better results no matter how bad at golf you are, no matter how good at golf you are, no matter how experienced you are in life. These 3 tips are so simple but so effective. They are going to transform the way you think and feel about the swing today. Now we're going to break it down into backswing, downswing, follow through, and also one kind of bonus caveat to all of it. All right. Now the backswing, there's a couple of key moves that you need to do, but it's also how we start it that I want you to look out for as well. But one feel can really make such a difference. So the backswing feel, we can often get stuck by whipping the hands on the inside on the takeaway, or getting stuck here, or trying to put the hands and positions that we're trying to accomplish. But the more we try and manipulate, the more we kind of get stuffed, and we don't really want that. We want it to be free flowing, but we also want some structure. I like that word in the golf swing, but we have to blend the structure with the flow, right? So when it comes to the backswing, the only thing I want you to think about, well, there's 2 things I want you to think about. I want you to feel like you're actually allowing the club to swing back with momentum. And that's going to happen with one key feel, right? One that we're almost keeping alive as we're moving, but we're going to be with your lead arm, in my case, the left arm. I am very soft with this here, very, very soft. And what I'm going to feel is I'm actually pulling with my right arm, I'm actually pulling that back. But I am not just pulling with the right hand inside, because that's what happens, right? Look how the lower body stalls and look how I get stuck on the inside. That's a crap golf swing, because then we're stuck and we come over the top. We don't want that. So what do we want? We want to have enough sort of wind up and rotation here, but we want the arms to swing pretty freely, okay? And we do that by soft in the hands, and we're pulling back, but we are going to make sure that we turn the hips as the first thing. Turning the hips is going to start the backswing, but the key feel that I want you to have is to wind up this core. And it's only a very short movement. People think they have to make these big long backswings and wind up, and I've got to turn the shoulders all the way around here, I've got to make a big rotation. You don't. You really don't. The shortest movement in the rib cage and the core here can give the most impressive, effective backswing. Like when I do this and when other students do this, they almost feel that they're just moving the rib cage, the core here, just a few inches this way. Behind, we're just winding it up kind of there. We do that and you've got a backswing, okay? That's it. There's the feel for the backswing. Now we're on to the downswing and transition. What we want to feel here is when we've got that backswing position now, we want to feel like we are moving our weight transfer down and through, okay? Down to get the low point and the energy towards the golf ball, right? How do we do that? And how do we stop spinning over the top? The one feel I want you to have is as you start your downswing, which you're meant to do actually before you kind of complete your backswing, but that's going to be another lesson. We're going to feel like as we move down and through, your back, your core is going to stay back to the target just a little bit longer. I don't want you to feel like you're rotating this shoulder up. We're going to feel almost like we're surfing a little bit here. So the back is staying to the target just that little bit longer until the hands get to here, and then we fire through. And that's the rehearsal that I want you to do. So you take the club back, just as we talked about. We're going to allow the weight to transfer onto the lead side. You can plant the heel, feel if you want to do that. Okay, so we're here, but I'm not moving my whole body. I'm just keeping my back to the target, allowing those arms to drop in the slot here, right? That's what I'm doing. just to there. And that's going to give me all the time in the world to get down to the ball and swing smoothly. So it's a sensation of surfing, of moving, but I'm not tilting up. I'm not trying to lift the ball. I'm not spinning over the top or anything like this, okay? So keep that back to the target a little bit longer. Now we're getting on to the through swing, where the magic happens. Okay, most bad golf shots happen when we stall the body and the hands just sort of push through and we're a bit dead weighted, or we're trying to shove it like this and the balance is all off. We want to have good balance. And how do we do it? Two things that all I want you to think about. I mean, they're more or less the same, but what we're going to do is try and straighten the arms just past impact here, okay? That's all we're trying to do. I've got my back to the target, now I'm straightening the arms to here. I'm sort of pinning them together, I'm accelerating through, I'm committing there. But where do I go from here? All I'm going to do is allow my knees to touch together in balance. So with that commitment here, and then for a balanced finish where the feet and knees are touching, we've got lessons on that go into more detail, you've got your golf swing. That's it. That really is it. So pin those arms together, put those knees together, and balance. There we go. So we've got the core wind up, we've got the transition, keeping the backswing to the target a little bit longer, and then we're straightening the arms and putting the knees together. All right, it's the same sort of movement here. That's the feeling that we want, and we're going for balance. So really, we can dial it down to 3 words. Let's choose 3 words, so it's or 3 things. Wind up the core, back to target, straighten the arms with balance, okay? That's the golf swing. Now I said there was a principle, a caveat to all of this. You have to have flow. You have to allow the club to assist you, gravity to help you. We don't want to manipulate in these sort of positions, okay? Let go of a bit of control, but use those sensations, the core, the transit, the weight, and then the back to the target, and then committing all the way through. And you're going to be golden, but you have to allow flow in your swing, all right? You have to.